Population interaction. Predation. It is the interaction between the members of two species in which members of one species eat a member of other species. Simply the one who kills and it is called predator and the other who is eaten is called as an prey. Predation is the nature's way of transferring energy to higher trophic levels, which is fixed by the plant. Simply, we know plants are the producers. They convert the solar energy into the chemical energy. This chemical energy is stored in the plant, is eaten up by the herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals, when eaten by the carnivorous, the energy transfer from herbivorous to carnivorous. The energy from the plant transfer to the herbivorous, herbivorous to carnivorous, and then after omnivorous. And this way, this is energy transfer to higher trophic levels. If we get the examples of the tiger and the deer, here tiger is a predator and deer is the prey. Sparrow and seed. Sparrow is the predator and the seed is the prey. Same way, herbivorous are predator and plants are the prey. What is significance of predation then? The predation is the conduct for energy transfer across trophic levels. The conduct means the means for transfer or the way of transfer. Predation keeps prey population under control as well. Let's understand the significance of predation by the various concepts. In the absence of predators, the prey species could achieve very high population densities and cause ecosystem instability. For example, if we say when certain exotic species are introduced into the geographical areas, they become invasive and start spreading fast because the invaded land does not have its natural predators. For example, the prickly pear cactus introduced into Australia in the early 1920s caused havoc by spreading rapidly into the millions of hectares of rangeland. But when the cactus feeding a moth, that is predator, was introduced into the country, the cactus was brought under control. Simply when predators, that is moth, were introduced, population of the prickly pear cactus was came under control. The biological control methods adopted in agricultural pest control are based on the ability of the predator to regulate prey population. So simply, we can say the predator always control the prey population. The other concept of this predation is the predators also help in maintaining the species diversity in a community by reducing the intensity of the competition among competing prey species. How is it possible that predators regulate, maintain, as well as induce the diversity among the prey species? Let's have some examples to understand this concept. In the rocky intertidal communities of the American Pacific coast, the starfish, that is Pisaster, is an important predator. It eats most of the invertebrates present in that region. As a field experiment, when all the starfish were removed from an enclosed intertidal area, more than 10 species of invertebrates become extinct within a year because of interspecific competition. So when the regulator starfish Pisaster was removed, it was the predator. It ate the invertebrates animal and regulate their population size or population density. But when there was no predator present in that region, there was a competition increase between the invertebrates. We know competition always harm to both the organisms. And that's why due to this harm, more than 10 species of invertebrates become extinct within a year from that region. Another concept is that if a predator is too efficient and overexploit its prey, then the prey might become extinct, and following it, the predator will also become extinct for lack of food. This is also an important aspect of predation. At the other side, the prey species have evolved various defenses to lessen the impact of predation. For example, some species of insects and frogs are cryptically colored, that is camouflage. They have ability to change the color to avoid being detected easily by the predator. We know frog has the partial ability to change the color of the skin, so it cannot be easily recognized in the green environment. It is not that much which is found in the case of garden lizard. In Gujarati, people used to say kachindo. It has a great ability of camouflage. It is only to avoid being detected by the predator. Some are poisonous and therefore avoided by the predators. For example, the monarch butterfly is highly distasteful to its predator. These are the birds because of a special chemical present in its body. The butterfly acquires this chemical during its caterpillar stage by feeding on a poisonous weed. So, due to presence of this poisonous chemical, the butterfly always get protection from the birds. If we talk about the plant, for plants, the herbivorous are the predators. Nearly 25% of all insects are known to be phytophagous. It means feeding on the plant sap or plant cytoplasm and other parts of the plants. This problem is particularly severe for plants because they cannot run away from their predators. So plants have evolved variety of morphological and chemical defenses against herbivorous. For example, morphological are thorns that is found in acacia and cactus are the most common morphological means of defense. So they get protection from the herbivorous due to presence of thorns. Many plants produce and store chemicals that make the herbivore sick when they are eaten, and this way they inhibit feeding or digestion, disrupt its reproduction, or even kill the predator animal. For an example, calotropis, which produce highly poisonous cardiac glycosides. So, any cattle or goats never browse on this plant. Browse means they never eat the leaves of this plant, that is called calotropis. In Gujarati, we use the word akdo for that plant. A wide variety of chemical substances that are extracted from plants on a commercial scale like nicotine, caffeine, quinine, strychnine, opium. These all are the chemicals produced by the plants, actually as a defense against grazers and browsers. This way, plants produce these chemicals in their body and get protection from the herbivorous animals.